5, 6 thumbs up already. As y'all are coming in, welcome, of course. It's the one, the only, your favorite expat Xavier, and I'm here with another story time to follow up with what I told y'all about yesterday about the person that I used to be friends with that was real immature, had me involved in a whole bunch of shenanigans, is what we'll call it. All right, we'll call it shenanigans. But yeah, he had me involved in a lot of stuff, and I want to get down to the nitty gritty. But everybody, come on in, come on in, come on in. Let's chat, let's talk. I want to say thanks though. Hold on, real quick. Let's go ahead and get this. Let's get this started now. Let's get this started now. It's the same feeling I always seem to get to from ya. Okay, let's get it started now. So yeah, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for the people that come in here and they show a lot of love, a lot of support for what I'm doing, because what I'm doing is not so easy. Because if it was so easy, there would be so many people being dauntless enough to take that chance to go out of the country, build a whole new life in a whole new environment that they're not used to. So thank y'all so much for the people that actually recognize and know that this is not easy and that it's tasking is what we can call it. So hey y'all, hey girl, hey, how everybody doing? I want everybody to give me the thumbs up on the way in so I can stay in the YouTube algorithm, y'all. Y'all see I'm back on the porch for another little story time. I should have put a little rainbow on the thumbnail, but I didn't think about that, y'all. I just kind of was moving a little too fast. But anyway, y'all, we're talking about the ATL Chronicles, how I met, and how I made a friendship and a bond with these individuals that slowly broke down bit by bit by bit. But the thing about it is, what it was, what y'all don't know is that after I separated myself from the group, some of them still stayed close. Clock that tea. Y'all ready to clock tea? We not spilling no tea over here. We clocking tea. So even though I stepped away from them, I flew away. I I flew away. Some of them stayed closer than close. Let's get closer. Closer than close. Closer than well. Closer than close. Yeah, some of them got closer than close, y'all. And of course, I didn't care because I was floating around doing my own thing, minding my own business, staying in my own lane like I normally do. But when one of the people came back into my life, so y'all know, I told y'all before, first of all, let me start speaking to everybody before I get too far behind on the comments because I'm going to do real good on the comments today. I promise y'all that. We're going to do good on the comments. Back is not hurting. We're going to be on here for about an hour. So make sure that y'all get in here and clock this tea. April Hyatt was #1 in the building. April, I'm going to have to do something for you because I see you've been #1 over and over again. Good morning, blessings, handsome. I'm here, Zay. I thought I missed you for a sec. I was a little upset. Oh, no need to be upset. You was right on time with it. Egyptian Goddess 1111 says, everyone hit that like button on the way in, subscribe, share, and donations are appreciated. And she dropped that link to my hot cash app. Thank y'all. So make sure that y'all also pay attention to the poll today. I want y'all to talk about it because we're going to really get into this real quick. How did you react when your childhood friends turned bad? And what I mean by turn bad, start doing bad. You know, some of them been on crack. Some of them out in front of the Walmart begging for change. Some out there trying to give up the booty in the Tesla, using the Tesla like an Airbnb. We got a lot of people doing a lot of things these days. So make sure that y'all clock the T on the poll. Give me a vote on there. Give me the thumbs up, and we gonna participate in this conversation on today, y'all. Hey, sweet peaches. Hey. Let me see. Vicky Shelley says thumbs down. Okay, we got my haters already in the building. We got Real Talk with Cash up in this building. Also says, hey, Zay. Hey, Tony Lawson. Motivation says, hey, love the we. Hey, Tracy. Gappa is up in Gappa. I believe this is the first time I'm seeing you up in my chat. Welcome in. Welcome in. Give me the thumbs up, y'all, and make sure that y'all know that this is a fully monetized channel. Okay, we have super chats, super stickers, and memberships are definitely available on this channel because we're part of the YouTube partnership program. Okay, And also, because everybody been asking me about that Facebook group, the link is pinned in this live stream. So right now, don't wait, y'all. Please do not wait until I have a whole bunch of people in my group and then you can't get in. Okay? I'm letting you know now while it's in the early days. This is the time that you can get in. I'm gonna start getting strict about who I let in. So you might want to get in there now, because when it start getting juicy and you hear me keep on saying, check the group, I posted this, I posted that, because that's where I'm posting all the receipts and all the information. I'm posting it over there because we can't do that over here on YouTube. So I created this group so that we can also connect outside and we can laugh about some things that will get us in trouble on YouTube. So I made that group. Let's see. Mickey says expat caca. How, am I saying it right? Caca, 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 caca. April Hyatt says, I'm here, I'm here, I'm glad you're here, I'm glad you're here. Hey Curvy Kai, I got everybody up in the building. Skylar Kelly says, looking like a black RuPaul brother. Goddamn, keep it heater than Skeeter's Peter, cuz I know that's right. Thank you. Thank you for that compliment. I love RuPaul. Let's see, Kirby Kai already sent me a latte. Look, y'all see it's still not showing up on the screen. YouTube trying to punish me, but guess what? I rise, I rise. See, I'm hurting but not broken. I'm down but I won't die. I'm down but I won't. You will never get me to give up. I was born strong. I was born strong. So anyway, let me go ahead and get started into the live, y'all, because we don't have all day on this one. Okay, this is probably going. I know y'all probably used to my hour and 45 minutes, but this probably not gonna be that. This gonna probably be an hour, maybe an hour 15. Okay. So the story is setting, I'm giving you guys a little brief recap. So y'all know that when I first discovered and figured out about Atlanta, I moved from Chicago down to Atlanta, 2009, September Pride. Okay. I was part of a chat group back in those days that where we went online and we dragged and ragged and tagged. Okay. It was a website where we all were in these little cubes, little squares with our cameras, and we would go in. And of course, I came on there as a dating site, but then I realized that the dating site had a chat. And baby, when I figured that out, it was a wrap after that. And what they used to call it used to be called youngins. Youngins, because you had to be 24 and younger, or younger, to be part of that chat. And then we used to always shade the older people, the 26-year-olds, the 27, 28. Oh, your old ass. We used to be shady. Give me the thumbs up, everybody, so I can stay in the YouTube algorithm. We got 60 people so far and 17 likes. Let's get the like to viewership ratio up a little bit higher, you guys. Please and thank you. Okay, so I came in and I'll never forget my first day. I was so perplexed, confused, because when I was coming in there, all you heard were people just dragging, ragging, and tagging. You big fat, you built like this, you built like that, your body is this, your body is that. And I noticed something, y'all. Instantly, I noticed that one person in particular was like the head honcho. And they came for me immediately. And I shut them down because I was like, "Oh, you a big girl. I'm not gonna argue, girl. Bye. You're big. Like I'm not gonna." I was like too. I was too tickled, y'all. Child, honey, child, baby, boo. I never knew that this would turn into a beef that went on and on and on and on and on, y'all. Just because I chuckled at the fact that they tried to come for me and shade me, I chuckled and I was like, like, hold on. I clicked on them and looked at what they look like. I was like, that's exactly what I gave. And they never forgave me for that. They had a problem with me forever after that, even though they pretended to be my friend. Clock the T. For some good reason, I can't send the gifts. But you got that membership. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, I don't know what's going on. You know that this YouTube jail, they got me in that YouTube jail, y'all. So let's get into the tea. Me and him fell out several times during our friendship because even though I dragged him, he dragged me. Right in the beginning, we came to a understanding where we respected each other because I was never gonna back down in the thing was that he had a whole army behind him. They would laugh only at his jokes. They would um they would laugh at his jokes even when they were corny. They would believe all of his lies no matter what. Like, and they were scared of him because he was the one that he would search your family members. He would find out information about you and he would embarrass you. So people were scared of him. And I was like, I'm not scared of the life I live because I'm living a good life. So you could do whatever you want to do, search whatever you want to search. You ain't got nothing on me. I will never be scared of a big bitch like you, period. And that was always my attitude towards him. So we later became cordial, and then the cordial became like he's one of those people that's been hurt so much, big fat comfy couch insecure bitch that wanted people to understand his pain, and eventually I guess I did to a certain degree. So our first falling out was before I even came down to Atlanta. He was in Atlanta, on the outskirts of Atlanta, let's be very clear, in a place called Lovejoy. If you're in Atlanta, you understand and you know that that is not Atlanta. What that girl say, Lovejoy is not Atlanta. Decatur is not Atlanta. Conyers is not Atlanta, right? It's not Atlanta. It's really not. Um, so this place is super far, super duper far, and but he was in the Atlanta greater metro area. So when I came down there, it was like his stomping grounds. So, boom, you know this story kind of long, but I'm gonna shorten this one so we can get to the current because this is about updates. Because I told this story time before, y'all should already know who I'm talking about. But I'm giving a recap of that old story before I give you guys the updates. So, our first falling out was before I ever left was because I lived in Chicago where his man lived, and even though the man did not claim him and said that he was big fat black and disgusting, he still kept claiming this man even to this day, y'all. We gonna clock that T. Put a pin in that. I'm gonna give y'all his name. His name is Keith, okay? His name is Keith. So when I talk about Keith, I'm talking about the fine light skinned dude that we was arguing over in the earlier days. And the way that we ended up arguing over this man in the first place, clock this T, y'all. We argued over the man because the man was coming to me. I didn't even come to the man. Hold on, wait. Wait. We got 105 people. Not enough thumbs up. Give me the thumbs up so that YouTube can push my video out. Give me the thumbs up. Y'all just over here listening to all my tea. Don't wanna you gonna take all the tea out of my pot and leave me empty? Shitting me. Give me the thumbs up. Okay? Now, so what ended up happening was he was jealous because first of all, what ended up happening was the boy told everybody in the chat that he saw me at the club, so they insinuated that Dolphins. They insinuated that we had done something or that we had linked up together, and my attitude about it back then, I used to like to play games. I was like, I'm not gonna deny or confirm, even though I knew I didn't touch that man, didn't nothing go down with me and that man. So I knew that already, but I don't owe you no explanation. And I already know that even though we cordial now, I still don't like you because you said a lot of stuff. You told a lot of lies. You tried to bully me, and I'm not going for that. And I see that you're mad, so I'm gonna let you stay mad. Okay, I'm gonna take that knife that's in your gut and I'm gonna twist it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna twist it. Okay, and now I've never denied being that type of person. I am totally a mean girl. I totally will come for you and I will get you together really easy, real fast. Okay. And he didn't like that about me. Okay. So, that was the reason why we didn't like each other, but I thought that we were over that. We got over it because what I did was I had everybody come live and we all talked about it, and I was like, tell him what you told me, blah 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 blah. And that's where he said, I never told you, stop telling people that I'm with your big black funky nasty. I was like, ooh, he said he talking to you like that. I'm like, and I was even trying to be funny because I was like, oh my god, Keith, that's so mean. You shouldn't say that. Why you talking to him like that? Maybe he thought that y'all was in a relationship and you gave him the wrong impression or something. Like, why you being so mean to him? And did. And did. And I know he probably didn't like me. Now that I'm listening to it, I can understand why he never liked me and why he tried to get his lick back so many times and it never worked. So what ended up happening, you guys, I being a 21-year-old He was 19. I came down to Atlanta. I actually had the nerve to take a Greyhound, y'all. These was back in the earlier days. I took a Greyhound from Chicago to Atlanta, and our mutual friend picked me up there and was just like begged me to come there, stay there, and be with him. Like not be with him like that, but stay in his place of residence. Something I would never do now. Y'all, this was a totally different Zay. I ain't staying in nobody damn house, but I did then. I did then, because I wasn't even trying to think about where we was gonna sleep, how we was gonna do this, how we was gonna do that, because I was just trying to get it cracking, get it popping in ATL, and I wanted to find me a boo, and I did. But okay, so I get there, we're cool. We fall out again over the same thing, y'all. Another man, another one. I'm like, why we keep? I laughed about it though because I'm like, why do we keep having the same, you know, similar taste in men? Like you like the same type that I like. You just keep liking them. But the thing is, once again, they came to me. They came to me. I'll never forget. His name was. He just sent me a request on Twitter not that long ago. What was his name again? Oh, Devon. I'll never forget. Yeah, Devon Malik. Oops. Am I spilling too much tea on live? Oops. But yeah, that's who it was. And now he's child. That's a whole nother story time because we could talk about him one day. Because now he got a baby mama and all this other stuff. Y'all try this a lot. It's a lot. But we not gonna go there. So the same thing happened again, y'all. Hold on, let me stop and read some comments. Mickey says, and I did, period, Crazy Carlton. I did. I was petty. I was young, you know, and I didn't like him because at the end of the day, even though we're cordial, don't ever get it twisted. We started in a fire. Okay, you were really rude to me, really mean to me for no reason because you saw somebody new up on the scene and you felt like I was a threat to you getting your attention and getting your way. And I never could understand. I was like, why are they scared of him? He's so ugly. He's short and fat. Like he thinks he's all that. Child, it's so many things. We gonna get into it as I tell y'all about my Atlanta trip. Hey, Big Banana TV. MH says, uh-oh. Scott Keebler says, why is everyone who gets brainwashed into being gay decide to speak like that? I speak like whatever I want to. Let's see, Zay, you got 2 lives, 1 StreamYard and 1 YouTube. Really? It's showing me on live twice? Hold on. Hold on a second, y'all. Let's correct that. Because it shouldn't be. Hold on. I don't see anything else. Yeah, it doesn't show me live anywhere else when I'm on my page. And you guys, side note, I need y'all to make sure that you guys go and watch that vlog. I need like 10 more views on that vlog to reach my 200. And I need to get that. I need to get that, y'all, to stay consistent in that algorithm. So let me read some more comments real quick. Big Banana, bro, you are such a fantastic person who knows a lot about life experience much. Hey, Black T. Let me see. I'm coming up. Hey, Haley Clark, you've been all up in the comments. Thank you so much for doing that, y'all. I mean, thank y'all, everybody who has, but thank you. I've seen that you've been in there. Gappa, I'm glad to see you in this live stream. Y'all speaking to Jess, Love, Lydia. I see my sister up in here. Gappa, it means calling out the truth, exposing right. Clock and T. Mm-hmm. Clocking that T. Thank you for the floating heart, Black T. Let me see. Black T sent me another floating heart. Floating hearts. Okay, thank you, thank you. Y'all speaking to Cash. I'm trying to do better with these comments, y'all. I'm trying. Because y'all know when I get to talk. AJ London Lad says, spill the tea. No, I'm not going to spill it, but I'll clock it. I'm not going to spill it, but we'll clock it. And I ain't even got to the tea yet. I'm just explaining to y'all what y'all should already know. Thank you, Crazy Carlton, for the flower. Thank you. I love flowers. I love real life flowers too. I sometimes buy myself flowers. So the guy came to me, and I'll never forget, y'all. He was one of those type of player trying to sing to people, and he's singing the same song to you. He get you alone on an individual, because they used to have this thing where if you want to talk, because it's a dating site, so if you want to talk to somebody one-on-one, you can click and y'all can have a personal video chat over to the side by yourself. And so he was He was a player singing the same song to everybody else, and I still remember the song, y'all, because I love that song to this day. He sang the hell out of it when he sang to me. He sounded like Chris Brown. He sings really, really good, y'all. And he was just black. First of all, when he first met me, I was coming for him. I was like, boy, if you don't get up out my inbox with your old crispy black, I was saying stuff like that back then, and now I love dark skin. But he looked like a little Tweety bird. He had a little bird, a little hair up on the top of his head, and he was just looking at me, and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, this ain't it. Next thing you know, he's singing to me. We talking every single day, and I was like, you know what? I really do like him. I like him, and I confessed to my friend, thinking, being stupid. You know, I'm just talking. We talking to our girls. The girls, we talking, right? We just talking about what who, and he like, oh, who, what they look like, oh, this and this and that, oh, what's this and we came to the conclusion that it was the same dude. Double tap the screen, please, and do it gently, because if you break your phone, I'm not a Shurion. I can't replace nothing. I can't replace nothing. But give me the thumbs up so I can stay in that YouTube algorithm. I'm trying to be on 100 likes. We got 149 people watching. Please help me get them thumbs on up. They don't go nowhere else but up. Okay? Give me the thumbs up and listen to the T. Okay, so we get to arguing. What I do? Put in the chat if y'all should know me so well. If he telling me he not with you, he's hollering at me. You're saying my man, my man, my man. And I'm like, we in this situation. Yet once again, what I do? Y'all already know what I did. Okay, sit you here, sit you there. We finna talk. Tell him what you told me, and I'ma tell him what you said. Like, we not finna do this. We not finna play this game right here. Like, we finna go ahead and be honest. We finna go ahead and be truthful. We're gonna just put this all out in the air, out in the open. And guess what he said, y'all? He said, I never said that I was with your fat, sweaty ass. I was like, once again, I'm like, and you know what? Now that I'm looking back at this, I can understand why he couldn't stand me, because all of my theatrics and stuff. I'm like, and I felt like, I ain't gonna lie, me and one of my homeboys at the time, we laughed behind the scenes about it, like, you know that he don't want his big fat ass. He always trying to lie about somebody want him. Oh, they want me, they want me. And we gonna clock T about that later. Keep in mind about this other person. We're gonna call this Smiley. Okay? That's they name Smiley. Cause they smile in your face. Okay, Smiley. Real insecure. The Tesla owner. So yeah, we get into it, and I'm like, I'm not gonna stop talking to him. Now, mind you, he's my friend at this point. He cries to me and tells me, like, as my friend, I would appreciate, even though he stunned on me and said that he not with me, he really did, tell me that lead me on to be together, which he probably did, y'all. He probably was leading them on. But the way I felt, I'm like, that ain't none of my business. I'm gonna keep talking to him. He didn't do nothing to me. He did something to you. Okay, I'm gonna keep talking to him, even though he cried to me, and he said, you know, as a friend, I would appreciate. Y'all remember when Hazel E? Y'all remember when Hazel E told Tierra Maria, whoever she was talking to, she was like, I would just appreciate if you didn't make the track with Berg. And she was like, girl, that's absurd. That's absurd. I would just appreciate if you didn't make that track with Berg and just let Berg alone. Like, if you just leave Berg, because Berg did all this stuff, Berg. If you just don't make that track with Berg. I was like, I'm gonna make my track with Berg. He didn't do nothing to me. He did something to you. And you lied. You said that was your man, my man, my man, my man. Arguing with me over a man that don't even want to claim you again. Again. It's the same. How we find ourselves in this same situation yet again? Huh? Once again, I was the skinny one pulling them. You was the fat one being mad. It was a common occurrence. It kept happening over and over and over again. Okay? Hey, Kelbo. Hey, Gambino. Cats and Pokemon says, LOL. Yes, I remember that. Okay, you remember? Clock that T. So we just catching y'all up on the old story. So we had a big falling out in Atlanta. So he went home. I was staying at his house because he begged me to stay. He didn't want me to go back to Chicago. He wanted me to stay in Atlanta, get a job, and I was trying my hardest to get one. And I finally got one at the last minute when I decided to go back home. I went back home. Thank you, Future Boy. Y'all give him the thumbs up on that. Let me put a heart on that. Thank y'all. Thank you. Oh, look, not the guard from my last vlog, y'all. If y'all listen to my last vlog where I said, when you heard the man in the background saying, you always seem so happy. And I said, yep, only when my bills are paid. He just texted me. He's still trying to get into my pants, y'all, so bad. Talking about some, we should have sex. And I'm like, why? Now you should know that if somebody tell you why, that means that they don't want you like that. Cause you got to give me a reason. I was like, for what? And he said, because we would enjoy. I'm like, oh no, uh, no, not for enjoyment. I was like, not for enjoyment. You got the wrong person. No, let's move on. But anyway, let me read a couple of comments. Quinchetta says, the whole time want to take your place. That's what's happening, period. Period. I'm glad you know. Thank you, Kirby Kai, for the floating heart. Thank you, Dust Catcher, for the 100, and thank you, Kirby Kai, again for the floating hearts. Y'all got these goals just flowing. Thank you, Phil Audius says hi. I'm new. Welcome in. Hey, Owen says took one look at this man and knew he chill AF and is. Hey, Ray. Hi, Lyric. Lyric says for real, right? Okay, and the thing was is I wanted to be his friend so badly, but I kept feeling some type of way. Thank y'all. The colors have come on down. The colors. Y'all know I gotta set it again. Cause I don't like to set it for 20, cause 20 just be seeming so intimidating. So I like to break it into 10 and 10. But give me the thumbs up, y'all. So we gonna get into what happened with Devon. So Devon and I never became nothing, but we all, just like me and Keith, never became nothing, but we were friends. Friends. But anyway, we were friends and they appreciated me. They respected me, and they knew I would curse them out playing with me like they played with him. I would never let them do to me like that. First of all, I was never goo goo gaga over them. Okay, I was never, I'll tell a man they fine instantly, but I'm not gonna be, Now I've been that way over somebody, but none of them were them. Okay, none of those men that I was like that for were these ones that we're talking about. Okay, so yeah, give me that thumbs up. So time passed. We fell out, but we fell out when I was living in his home, and I cleared that job at AT&T. Okay, as the customer service rep, a job I never. Child, I'm glad I never worked that job because I don't see myself working at a cell phone company, at the retail shop. I could see myself putting my headset down and saying, "Thank you for calling AT&T. How may I be of assistance?" I could do that, but I couldn't see myself actually being in the store with a suit and tie on. Absolutely not. Or a polo. Not my style. So yeah, I got the job, and he had went and took a trip and went somewhere. He went to Greenville, South Carolina, to go visit his family. Oh, country bumpkin. Oh, did I really just say that? But yeah, he went to the deep country because that's where he was always very country to me. But and we just didn't like each other. We really didn't. Even when we tried to be friends, like we always were cool. The funny thing is that we were so tight and so toxic at the same time. But it was always me being the punching bag. And y'all know good and well, you punch me, I'm finna knock your shit back. I don't put up with stuff like that. I don't take abuse so well. I don't take that well. So I always retaliate. I'm an Aries. So what ended up happening was I remember things were getting rocky, and he waited until he went all the way those miles away, and he started going live talking about me. And I'm like, I'm in your house. Why you didn't say none of this when I was here? You telling people that you're gonna beat my ass, but I'm here in your place, in your house. So I'll never forget, y'all. He told me, yeah, I'm leaving, da 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 da. Watch my dog for me, blah 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 blah. Okay, good job on getting that job, blah 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 blah. And then he turns around and he says, I got some frosted flakes, some cinnamon toast crunch, and I got this and that. He named off a list of stuff that he bought for groceries, and he was like, don't touch my stuff. And because he said he was gonna beat my ass, what did I do? What I do? Anybody who put up in this chat that I ate that food, you're absolutely wrong. I took that food instantly. Right after he finished saying it, I went instantly and threw it in the dumpster. I threw it in the dumpster. Who you talking to? Who asked you gonna what? Hmm? I'm giving you all the reasons now. I threw it all in the garbage. Threw it away. On the and then let it be known on the live. I threw it away and I'm sitting up in your house disrespecting you. What you gonna do when you get back? What you finna do when you get back? Huh? What you gonna do when you get back? Huh? Cause that's what you get for even leaving. And why would you leave and wait till you miles away to be ready to talk all this stuff that you was ready to talk? And you thought that I was gonna do what? I'm from the west side of Chicago, boo boo. Wasn't nobody scared of you at all. Yeah, you was bigger than me, but you was also short and stout. Okay? But anyway, give me the thumbs up, y'all. So he comes home, nothing popped off. Nothing popped off. I'm talking weak sauce didn't do nothing. Didn't acknowledge that I threw the food away, nothing, none of that. Never did nothing. So that's the past. That's the last time I saw that person, you guys. The last time. And what ended up happening, you guys, remember how I told y'all how on that little website, he had everybody on his side? And when he would drag somebody, they would all jump on his side. But there were like 3 or 4 people, right? That wasn't rocking with him like that. Next thing you know, I had a little network of my own. I had a little network of my own, and we all didn't like him. Okay, and we all was we there were, and the funny thing is that he did the same thing to them that he did to me. He always tried to gang up on them, and they stood up to him and didn't care that he had this army behind him. They didn't care. They stood up to him just like how I stood up to him. And that's why we bonded. And to this day, we're still cool. One of those friends, the last time I saw him, he was doing adult film for that one company. I think it's called what is it called? Breed It Raw. That's what it's called. He was doing stuff for them, and I told him, I'm like, I'm gonna give him a different name so I don't bust him out. I was like, Scooter, I was like, don't do that. I'm like, you shouldn't, like, I was like, you doing sex parties at Motel, what is it, Motel 6? Yeah, I'm like, that's low, baby. That's low vibrational. You should be doing better. Like, this is not the you that I know you to be. Child, he got mad at me. He didn't want to hear no advice like that. He got mad at me. I haven't seen him since, and that was my bitch. For real. We used to be singing on the phone together. With just like we were real cool until I got to Atlanta. When I got to Atlanta, that's when we got distance with each other. I got more distant, honestly, because I was just done with it all. I walked away from the whole website when I left Atlanta to go back home, and then I came back, and I've been there ever since. So, in my absence, y'all remember the friend that picked me up from the Greyhound station? Me and him were the closest of them all, okay? They used to call him Beyonce and call me Kelly because I was the dark-skinned one. He was light-skinned and very insecure. Y'all, can I see some colors up in here? Let's see the colors. Let's see the colors coming on in. The colors. But yeah, I'll never forget. We was real close. And so when we came back to know each other, obviously, I'm in Atlanta, I'm doing well. They waited until they saw me doing well, having a car, having a place to live, and all of that stuff. I'm doing well, obviously. They started trying to be curious about me because all of them, I've already told y'all in my last live stream how this dude contacted me trying to get me to do a reality show with them. And I was like, huh? Like, what reality show that you doing? Like, it's the same person that we're talking about. Very immature, very insecure. But they went and got some type of weight loss surgery and lost weight or something like that. That's my assumption, but I don't really know for sure. But I know that they lost a significant amount of weight. And the reason that I knew this, because you know that once I cut them, it ain't nothing to cut that bitch off. When I cut them off, I cut them off. They came to find me. They always come to find me. One of them just recently asked me, what you doing over in India? What you doing over in Vietnam? What you doing in Africa? They always want to be in my business. Always. Always. It's always been that way. And they all collectively dislike me because they feel like I'm the bougie one because I separate myself. But that's what you do when you're not having peace. You separate yourself from what people trying to do to you. So Um, I go visit the friend because we were the closest, the light skinned friend. I went to go visit Beyonce. Okay, we on just Kelly went to go see Beyonce, y'all. Double tap the screen and give me the thumbs up, y'all. So Kelly went to go see Beyonce. And when I went to go see Beyonce, I was like, B, girl, take a good look at yourself. He got you going through hell. Y'all, I ain't never seen ya down like this. What you mean you don't need us to help? Child, that was me all day. Because I was thoroughly, first of all, he was living in housing, talking about the rent was $250 or something. I don't know what type of housing it was, but it was all the way in Macon, Georgia. Yeah, now I'm saying the places, people, places, and things. Yes, I am all the way. I drove all the way. I drove all the way out there for this tea. Not really for the tea. I really came to see my friend, but I got a lot of tea. Because, mind y'all, I stepped away from the entire group. I closed my computer and I said, I'm not ever coming back to this bullshit ever again. And he stayed. So he had lots of tea because they fell out. You know how it is when somebody fall out with somebody, they start telling all the business. And I was just sitting there like, not my arch nemesis. You telling me all day, ooh, we not sleeping in the Tesla, baby. Who is sleeping in the Tesla? I was like, acid? Who doing acid? Who sniffing lines? Child, who doing this and who, child? I was like, girl, honey, child, baby, boom. My face lit up so good because I was like, y'all, I was like, oh my goodness, my tea was just like, I was out there collecting all the tea. But the biggest tea that I caught was how he told me that they was sleeping together. And I was like, not the same big fat, big booty bottom. They used to shade you all the time because he said you was too feminine. But he let you bend him over? For real? Tell me more, sis. I'm listening. You need a glass of wine? Your wine glass is empty and your bottle empty. You need me to take you to the store so I can get you another glass, another bottle of wine? What you need? Cause tell me the rest of the story, honey child baby boo. I got to know. Now this is all allegedly because I don't know if it's true or not because he's a compulsive liar as well. They both are liars. And I really don't care because it sounded like a good story to me. So what he said was, oh, he started to change when he lost all that weight. He started to getting loose with the booty. And I was like, for real, loose with the booty? Child, listen, I'm telling y'all everything he said. I was like, I repeated it. I'm like, loose with the booty? Who? Huh? Wait, who? He did what? My voice got higher and higher. Literally, voice was just getting high as hell. I'm like, what the hell, all this tea that I'm getting? I just don't understand what is going on. What y'all been doing since I've been gone? Give me the thumbs up, everybody. Double tap the screen. Let me read some of the comments. Let me come down to the bottom. Queen B says, this is why no one knows tea on me because I don't tell nobody. Okay. I sure enough wasn't finna go tell another gay man my business? Because the first thing that happens is when you fall out with them, they finna yap, yap, yap. And they, even when you're cool with them, they gonna yap, 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 yap. Let me see. Thank you, Kirby Kai. Shayida says, giving Medea vibes. Sorry, hun. Medea. Thank you. I love the spikes. Thank you, Erk Boy. Welcome back again, Erk Boy. Cats and Pokemon says he doing the bending. Listen, bend and snap. Like literally was bending him over, clapping his cheeks. And then, of course, you know, when he contacted me when I was getting my rhinoplasty, I mentioned it because I was like, I want to know that I don't care about being messy. I'm grown. Like if you said this, they said that, let's talk about it. He said he denied it, but I don't believe him. I don't believe him. He's the bigger liar. Between the two of them, they both lie, but he's the biggest liar I've ever met in my life. That big black Cadillac, that's a big liar. And I could understand why he would deny that because all the time he was like, because that friend was a drag queen. Makeup, lashes, with a full beard all day long. So I was like, not you let him bend you over. And I remember he said, let's tell the story, y'all. Cause y'all know I ain't lying. Cause imagine if I sat here and I just made all this stuff up in my head, that would be like the most narcissistic, sociopathic person. Y'all know I ain't make this up. So he was sitting on the couch and he said to me that it hurt his feelings because they were messing around. And then he used to like to involve other people in it, like having sex parties. So he was like, when the acid got to acid, and I don't know what acid does to you, but he was talking about it. And he was like, so there's this dude in his town that he been trying for the longest to bend him over. He been wanting them cheeks for the longest time, and the dude wasn't interested because he was too feminine. And this was like dude with some long dreads, real thuggish, nice lips, caramel brown skin, cakes for days. And he was like, I've been wanting them cakes for the longest. Well, Smiley comes to town, and bing, the two of them are interested in each other, but they don't want him to be involved. So, in the middle of them doing, like he was saying, I ate him and I got him ready. So, basically, to keep this story a little bit short, he got him prepared. He ate him up, ate the groceries, ate the booty like groceries, got him prepared for the next man. And then he went over to the other dude and went to Pound Town, And he said that hurt his feelings, and he said that he would never ever mess with him. He said he felt so left out because he wanted that man so bad, and he's like, now you messing with him. And then he turned around, and they was talking junk about him behind his back, and I was like, oh, that sound about right. I'm sitting here shaking my head, just thinking to myself, like, I'm so glad that I'll never be around y'all no more. I'm so glad that I'm over here in Atlanta, and y'all all the way out here in the country being country bumpkins, because I don't need, like, Apollo, away from me with all of this. Apollo, just be away from me with this, because I'm not in this. You cannot put me up in no stuff like that. But basically, he was saying that he got real loose than a goose when he was out there. When he lost that weight, he started getting more attention, and I must confess that he did look better. I still think of him as the same old, you still bigger than me. So I mean, like, you lost your weight, clock that T. I'm glad for you, but you still was bigger than me, and you ain't got nothing on me. So I was never concerned about that. But I'm like, I can see how people will want you now compared to back in the days. But he used to say that people used to be chubby chasers, sneaking to be with him on the low. But what I translated that to be was that people came to live with you because you had a place of your own, and you had that monthly check. He used to get a check every month. I'm not gonna say what he got the check for, to just keep it a little bit of privacy. But he got a check, and I was like, you're getting these bum dudes to move into your house with you and lay up with you and pipe you down, and you're basically paying them. You know, that's what makes sense to me, in my opinion. Okay, so now he's getting the cheeks clapped in the Tesla, according to my friend. So I'm like, and here's where the story gets funny, because he was like, last time I saw him, he had been living out of his car because the car was packed up to the top. Like, you saw pillows, blankets, clothes. You saw everything filled up to the top in the car. I'm like, girl, tell me, girl, shut up. I'm like, girl, shut up. The car? Honey child, baby boo. So, and I'm like, but I thought he went to the military. This was a whole nother person. They used to always throw shade whenever we would argue. They would always talk about some, but you was in the military. That's like the lowest thing that you could do, is go to the military. You ain't even get no college degree. You didn't do this and you didn't do that. You went to the military. So what he ended up doing is he went to the military like 10 years after I had already been in there. 10 years, went and copied and pasted what I did already. And I'm like, how interesting that you did that. But clock this T. Because he told me everything. He must have really been in his feelings that he went over there with the dudes with the dreads. Because he told it all. Y'all, it hurt my little feelings. Let me read some of y'all comments. Shay says, come on, Nene, close that laptop. Oh, not it's raining, y'all. I don't want to be wet. Anyway, so let me think where I left. Oh no, I want to read the comments. Period. Protect your peace. And did. I will never be around these people again. Even when he offered me the reality show, first thing I said was, what's the contract looking like and how much is the pay? I want to know that. How many hours am I going to film? Who am I going to have to film with? Who are these people that you're putting on the cast? Okay, where is it going to be broadcast? I wanted to know all the ins and outs, because I'm not gonna just do no, just because you my friend. No, absolutely not. So, or you are old friend, because he ain't no friend no more. Let's see. Sky Harris got put up out here. You have to separate yourself. Exactly. Katie Joe says, oh Lord, I've heard about Macon. Exactly. Terrible. That's a hater bitch. I bet they don't they don't like everything you do. You probably try to smell like you with any scent. Okay? Haters. Big time haters. Hey Lydia. Mel says monitoring spirits, shaking my head. Exactly. Exactly, y'all. I'm coming down. Let me read some. Come on, Nene, close the laptop. Them Teslas are literally cardboard cars for the senseless, okay? Child, when I came to him and told him everything that was being said about him, because when he offered me that whole reality show thing, I was like, well, while we on the phone, let me address this stuff that was told to me. Let's see if any of this is true or not, even though I believe it's totally true. Because what he ended up telling me, he was like, oh, he said I was homeless. I got a Tesla. Girl, what you mean by that? Somebody help me in the chat to break it down. Cause put a one in the chat if they just basically confirmed everything that the other one said, everything that Beyonce said. Smiley just confirmed it by saying, he said I was homeless. I got a Tesla. Oh, you do? Funny that you said that, because that's what he told me that you had. And he said that you had the boxes of shoes, the pillows, the blankets, the sheets, and the clothes all up in the back seat, stuffed up to the top. You couldn't even see to the back rearview mirror. That's what he said. Over a glass of wine, a bottle of wine that he stole out of the Walmart. And I told you guys this story already, that he was stealing out of the Walmart and my other friend was looking like, we don't do that. And I'm like, I know, girl. Don't you see why I don't hang around these people anymore? Clock that T. Clock that T. Give me the thumbs up, you guys. We got 201 people listening to all this. Y'all, not sleeping in your Tesla. Now, is it? I think it is. It is a uzzle, gizzle, guzzle ism. Is it a luxury core? But I ain't never heard of it being a 2-bedroom apartment. Now I'm telling y'all once again, these some country folks. Now I got some country in me. Don't get it twisted. But that's a little bit too country for me. You gonna have to talk to me with a little bit more respect than that. This ain't sweetie. Okay, this is not sweetie. I was like, baby, honey, child, baby, not you up in the Tesla, girl. No. So the T was that he said that at some point he went AWOL. Girl, you just giving me too much tea right now. And I'm here to eat it up, because I'm like, not my arch nemesis. This is how you waited to do when you got older, you got worse. You went AWOL. Baby, I was like, goodness gracious. And he was like, and he not even gonna get his benefits because he went AWOL, and they were giving him a dishonorable discharge. Not the person that was talking about me so badly with my honorable discharge, get my benefits to this day. Use my GI Bill, got me an associate's degree. I at least did that. But you talking about me? Over here clapping cheeks in the back of the Tesla, baby, honey child, baby boo. That's just couldn't be me. Would never be me. Homeless, pillows, boxes of shoes, blankets, sheets, towels. And then was telling me, I got a Tesla. Oh, you do? Okay, I'm just sitting there listening like, okay, Mind you, I never would have even brought this stuff up because I didn't, what I told y'all the other day, how did you contact me? You were on block. So if I was wanting to be messy, I could have unblocked him, went and found him, had a whole conversation with him. This man made a whole nother page to contact me yet again. Always me, right? I'm always the superstar, right? The one that the most hated. But they want to give me all the tea, want to keep me wrapped up in that vortex. And there's other people that's trying to do the same exact thing everywhere I go. They try to keep me in that one spot, and I always move around. When something don't make me happy, I moves around. I don't sit in it and stay in it, because I know that my wings work really well. I don't have to stay in situations that I don't like. So, boom, like I told y'all, the last time that I heard, or no, I heard from this friend since then, but the last time I saw, feasted, laid my eyes on them, my other friend works a job where they do logistics for Walmart. And y'all remember, and this how you know that I don't be lying, because the dots just keep connecting themselves. Walmart, he stole the wine out of Walmart, right? Walmart. I don't like shopping at Walmart. Call me bougie, but I don't like shopping there. I really don't. I don't. The carts be dirty sometimes. Like you got some that be all nice and clean and everything, but those be in like super far areas away from where I live. So I don't like doing that. But I like the Target. Okay, Target is always clean. But anyway, so my friend is sending me a video, and I'm just like, "What is this?" And I saw that it was Beyonce. She was over there singing in front of the Walmart, looking like a caveman. Now, mind y'all, this is somebody that's very pretty in the face, like very pretty. Normally have they makeup, lashes, and they beard. And yes, I did say beard, and yes, I was being funny when I said that. Oh well, but very pretty. This person looked like a straight up he man, and they were bothering people with a quick trip cup in their hand, shaking it, just shaking it, asking people for change and singing Celine Dion songs. And I was just like, not change. I was like, who even do change these days? Like what? Like I don't. Who even have change like that nowadays? Everybody got cash apps. Like people with the signs, they be like, send it to my cash app or something. M-Pesa me or So it was kind of strange, and I was like, and you know what I told myself? Cause y'all got to remember. Let's rewind it back, y'all. It just takes me back to drifting on a memory. Okay, so I'm like, these are two people who swore up and down that they were better than me, that their lives were better than mine, that they had it going on. They thought they was all that. And I'm like, look at both of y'all out here doing bad. Then a mug. Walmart? 50 cent, 20 cent, 30 cent, a dime, quarter, nickels, pennies. Girl, bye. Thought that your voice was just all that. Thought that your singing was all that, but you over here singing in front of the Walmart scaring people because the woman was like, she grabbed her child and she was like, I was like, and I'm gonna find that video and I'm gonna put it in the private Facebook group that you see pinned on here. I'm gonna find it because I know I got it. Don't iCloud save all that stuff? I'm sure it's somewhere up in there. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. And then had the nerve while my friend was filming with their phone, had the nerve to say something like, "Oh, y'all hating on me." Girl, you still think somebody hating on you as you sit in front of the Walmart singing, girl? Now this the other one. This was Beyonce. Like Beyonce and Kelly, we are no more. Okay, let's do this dirty laundry, dirty laundry. Like we not cool no more at all. When I saw him steal out of the Walmart, steal that bottle of wine and then that cheesecake that he stole, and then was asking me and my friend, "Y'all want a piece of cheesecake?" No, you had that cheesecake up in your pants. You had that cheesecake on your cheesecake. I don't want that. And if I wanted it, I could have bought it. Like we on two different levels now. Like, golly, but it made me realize that we were always on two different levels. Oh, my mom just told me that she's willing to come to Kenya. Yay! I'll send her a ticket and everything. I'll be happy for my mom to come out here. I know Lydia will cook for her. I know that everybody will be nice. I got an extra room up in here. My mama could come stay here if she wants to, or I could put her up in a hotel. Whatever she want to do. Hey, Taterbug. Let's see. Are you Diddy's brother? I wish. Hey, Angie. Hey, Queen says Miss Caveman Beyonce come through. Caveman Beyonce was over there singing Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On, and some other stuff. And just was, hey, Sally A, put it on here. Mm-hmm. Oh, you said put it on here? No, I got to put it in the private Facebook group. I can't put it on YouTube. Mm-mm. We can't do that. See, I don't. People be trying to get my page taken. They be hating. So I got. That's why I made the Facebook group so I could put it on there. Hey Sarah, it's good to see you again, Sarah. Hey JP, y'all tripping in the chat. Okay, we boycotting Target at my house, but I get it. Target is nice. Yeah, Target is. Why you boycotting Target? Karina says it's about to come in your chat. B about to come in your chat. Okay, you know B will come around and will get shut down. Will get shut down. Cause honey child, baby boo, you don't even want to go there, sweetie. You don't want to go there. This person didn't even want me to use the bathroom up in their house because their bathroom was so trifling and nasty. We're not the same. Okay? We're not the same. Stealing out of Walmart, still putting bottles of wine and cheesecake in your pants. Like, and we're not the same, honey child, baby boo. I can't even believe that I ever once was even friends with somebody like that. But then again, this is that same friend that used to, when I used to meet guys and I didn't want to do certain things or was uncomfortable, I used to tag him along with me so that he could do it because he was just loose. And I'm telling the truth. And I'm still that way to this day, y'all. So that's how you know I'm not lying. Cause I don't know. I do not like to do oral and stuff like that. I don't. It's gross and disgusting to me. But my friend was down for the cause. Loved it. And I was just like, not me. I just, I'm not even trying to portray myself to be super innocent because there are some other things that I like, but not that. And it's funny because whenever I argue with somebody, that's the main thing they want to say. They be like, "Oh, you dick sucking, da da da." I'm like, no, if only you knew. I don't get down like that. I don't really, I don't care for that. Let me see. Girl, wildin', period. Brotherhood is disappointed of you, bro. Okay. Let's see, your favorite NFL team. I'm gonna have to say the Broncos. Let's see. Dang, put it on here. Maya says you are literally clocking their ass. And will and could and did. And if you guys ever listen to some of my other stories, because some of y'all probably like, you so wrong. You was never a friend and you da 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 da. But if you listen to my other story times, you'll know why I'm telling all the business. Because they wasn't a friend to me. They wasn't a friend, and I'm keeping it anonymous. I could be all the way messy and let y'all know exactly who these people is with links and all. With links and all. What they gonna do to me? Come to Africa, do something? They wouldn't do nothing if I was in Atlanta. Talking about. Let's see, 21 train conductor says, man, you dope as F, bro. I like your attitude. Thank you. I'm just glad that, y'all ever put a one in the chat if you come from one of them families where your mama, your grandma, your auntie, somebody, your big sister, somebody done told you, them kids ain't for you. You trying to fit in. They not for you. You not cut from the same cloth. You from somewhere else. You ain't never lived like how they live. That's why you don't never fit in with them. They never gonna like you because you came from something and they came from nothing. And they kept telling me, they kept telling me, they kept telling me, and I wasn't listening. I wanted to rock with my friends. And then one day it was like, bing, it went off in my head like, hell yeah. I don't have nothing in common with these po-hoes. They always stay borrowing my clothes. They always stay borrowing my scents, everything. What they always stay doing stuff like that. Not the big one, because he couldn't fit into my stuff. That boy wore a size 54. He couldn't fit my couldn't fit my clothes. Too big. And yes, I did say size 5'4", 54. I didn't even know they made sizes that big. What the hell? That's big. Look at all these ones. Pressure came from a family. Manna came from a family. Sally A, Katie Joe, Angie came from a family. Sharice Brewster came from a family. I had a lying, stealing, cheating, abusing best friend for more than a decade before I was like, oh, I see exactly who you was this whole entire time. That part, though. It be that part for me, though, y'all, because they really do be that way the whole entire time. We just give them excuses and we make up reasons why they are the way that they are, y'all, and we just keep forgiving because we kind of feel sorry for them. We want to nurture them. We want to nurse them to health and make them better. But it's not our job. It's not our obligation to do that for these people. And plus, the whole time, their delusional, mentally unstable asses think that they the ones that got it going on. They think that they the ones that got it all together. I swear Beyonce really thought that they was gonna be Beyonce for real. Really thought they was gonna be Beyonce, was making tracks, doing everything, doing dance routines and all of that stuff. But the thing was, you can't do all of that and be doing acid at the same time. It's one or the other. You wanna be a drug addict or you wanna be a world international star. Which one you wanna be? And then the other one you wanna what did that hoe wanna be? I don't even know. I never known him to have a job. I've never known him to do nothing for. So when I heard that this person was in the military, I was completely shocked. Never saw them do nothing ever. So like it baffled me, but I thought to myself, I'm like, I made the right choice and decision when I walked away from y'all. Y'all are living lives that are so different from the life that I live. And then this other one trying to deny, oh, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. But another reason why he fell out with him is because, ooh, honey, child, baby boo, we finna get deep into this tea now. So Beyonce was with somebody. I'll never forget when he got with this somebody. He's turned up on me and stopped being my friend completely. Said I was a bad influence. Was telling the new boo all of this bad stuff about me. Like y'all ever had that friend? Put a one in the chat if you ever had a friend that they get this boo and now they going to church and now life's so good and oh I can't hang out with you like I used to because you know you doing the devil stuff and I'm just holy now and I just got it together. Honey child baby boo. So when problems started to arise, I was getting phone calls, right? Once again, people getting through my blocks, finding my number and contacting me. And I picked up the phone because I was wondering what you need. Child, this man was cleaning some makeup brushes. We was on a video call. He is rag, tagging, and dragging this same boo that he been sitting there telling me all about and talking about me and all this other stuff. He got the boo. He done told the boo all about me, but now he dragging this bitch on the phone with me. And I'm just sitting there like, mm-hmm, mm, mm. Couldn't be me. Mm. Oh, oh, really? Mm. I mean, I said so many mm. Y'all, you would have thought I was in the Campbell's commercial. Okay? So anyway, in the middle of everything, he was like, child, I had to put my hands on him. I was like, oh, for real, girl? What happened? And he was like, well, this and this and this and that. Next thing you know, I hear this old sweet high voice in the background say, so you gonna tell that lie? You gonna tell that lie? I'm like, ooh, wee. Like, hold on, ooh, wee. Not the ex heard you and was eavesdropping on the conversation. Next thing you know, I hear that same high voice talking about some, and bitch, I'm like, oh, hold up now. Look, hold on. Don't come for me. I was just listening. All you heard me say was, okay? Would have thought I had some chicken noodle soup. All I was saying was I didn't say too much more than that. But since you want to come for me, let me come for you real quick. Oh my gosh, really? Have some class. Have some class, cause I know I got the upper hand. I'm on the phone with your man, getting all the tea. They telling me they dragging you to me. So I know I got the upper hand. I'm not about to holler at you and fuss and call you all type of bees and all this stuff. It's time for me to put on my Jennifer Williams from Basketball Wives. Oh, really? Talk is cheap, Tammy. Talk is cheap. Okay, have some class. Have some class. So, yeah, I hit him with one of those. Yeah, and you know that they made him even more mad because it was true. Have some class. Why are you sitting there trying to come for me when you should be the one be mad at your man? He put his hands on you, and then he talking about you. Handle that. So he got off the phone with me, and I never heard from him again until, the more recent years. But basically, what ended up happening was that when Beyonce was messing around with Smiley, they ended up messing up he said he blamed, very immature. He blamed Smiley for messing up his relationship because he was trying to get back with the ex. And the ex was like, he kept ruining it by inviting him to sex parties and stuff like that and introducing him to, more and more deeper of the whole lifestyle. Let's just call the thing a thing. And I'm sitting there listening like, well, now that's the one thing that I was on Smiley's side about. I know I still can't stand him. But I'm like, he did not make you open up your legs. He did not make you do nothing with your mouth. Like, you can't force nobody to do nothing like that. So if he was really trying to get with your And it was a weird relationship, y'all. They had a big age gap, a big age gap. And I'll never forget when he showed me the picture of the dude, and he was like, they took some couple pictures and he was sitting on his lap, and I was like, why he look so young? Like, it just looked like a really inappropriate picture. And he was young. I think he was like 18 and he was like 27. Like, it was a big age gap, and I thought that that was so weird. And and of course, it never works out when you're that young with somebody that much older than you, because they always think that they can like somehow manipulate you because they're a little bit older than you. So it just never works out. But I didn't care nothing about them. Didn't want your man, okay? Didn't never wanted your man. Don't nobody want him. That was always his problem. He was always very insecure because he didn't understand why black men didn't like him. He was only pulling in and reeling in Caucasian men. And I was like, you just better be grateful for whatever you reeling in. Just be grateful. But anyway, that was the whole fallout between them, is that he felt like he had to step back from him because it was getting too sexual. Too much stuff was going on. And I was like, y'all got a lot going on, and I'm glad I ain't in it. So I'm gonna tell y'all this little story real quick. This the last time, the very last time that we ever hung out, ever saw this person. I went over there, and this is about to get a little bit graphic, y'all, cause I'm about to repeat what he's told me. I come over there, and I have so many friends that they do stuff like this, but he came I came over, and he said to me, he was like, man, I used to smoke back then, y'all, so we smoked a blunt or whatever, and he got to feeling, some type of way. And he was like, man, I'm telling you, it's this dude that I've been messing with. He Nigerian. I'm telling you, he got case for days. You need to try that. And I was like, okay. All right, let's see. Honey, child, baby, boo, the person comes over, and then next thing you know, it happens. Like, now I'm gonna tell y'all a little backstory about that. Me and this person, we never had nothing going on with each other, but we used to share sometimes, But I used to always be very clear, like, this ain't nothing going down with us, but if you want to borrow whoever I'm messing with or whatever, you could borrow them, but you can't ever borrow me. Like, that's not going down. And he wanted so badly to do that, and it was never going down. So, and this happened more than once, but this happened again. Because the first time I made a joke, I had been communicating on this dating site with this Caucasian guy, and I asked the guy, like, hey, would you mind if my friend joined us? And he was like, cool, yes you can. And I was like, and I felt bad because he was depressed. He was like not getting nobody. He would sit on there all day trying to find somebody to hook up with, and he would never have nobody. And I was like, let me try to help you out. Still trying to be, a philanthropist for this hoe. So I brought him over there, and he was like, "Oh wow, two black guys." He was like, "Yeah, I'm going for that." I'm like, "Okay, whatever." So I'll never forget when we finished the whole entire session, y'all. Well, first of all, when I did what I had to do, I just went to the side and I was just done, smoked the blunt, whatever. I'm just like, y'all done. Whenever y'all done, we finna go home. So, I'll never forget, he told me, because that was his first time of ever seeing me in action. He said, like, I was so surprised by you. Like, you really just went in and did your thing. And I was like, you was watching me? That was weird to me, y'all. That was so weird that he was watching or paying very close attention, because I wasn't paying attention to him. And I was like, yeah, that's why the dude told me. He was like, your dick was so much better than his. And it made him so mad, y'all. Like, he kept on, he was pissed about that comment. He brought it up a long time in our friendship. So the reason I'm telling y'all that is because when he introduced me and told me that I needed to try out this African dude, he gets mad. When it's all going down, he gets mad. And he throws everybody up out of his house. And you know me, once you put me up out of somewhere, honey, child, baby boo, you ain't gotta never worry about me coming back. What you was mad for, though? You told me, child. See, that's one of those. Cuckoo, cuckoo. That's one of those. Didn't want me to be involved with the person for real, but was just making pretend at the moment. But he was jealous. He was jealous. Zay has beautiful teeth. Thank you, Peggy. Sally A says, not a philanthropist. I was trying to be nice. What type of weed was it? Transformer OG? Yes, it was. Let's see. Manny says, been there. I was 18 with a 27-year-old. It was very, very yikes. Yeah, it's weird. Pressure facts. And he do it right, love, period. Let me see. Hey, Latoya. Manny says, yikes, yikes. User 4545. Hey, how are you? Wouldn't even give him a reach around. Okay, I was, no. Y'all know. And you want to know the real reason why I wasn't interested? Like, he lost a bunch of weight and he had all that skin. And I was just like, no, ma'am. And then skin a bunch of hair. Like, I don't like hairy men. I might get hairy sometimes, but that was just gross. It was not for me. Russell says, who's this? First of all, Musty. Don't nothing about me even give Musty. Nothing about me even give Musty. You tripping. Let me see. And I'm finna put you out. I'm finna put you in a timeout, okay? 5 minutes. Let's see. Sarah says, look, listen, okay? Not in my house, okay? The tea, the tea, the tea, the tea, the tea. Y'all be liking when I be spilling, when I be clocking tea. Yeah, 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 yeah. Because I don't have nothing to be ashamed of. That was younger, in my younger days, doing things, having fun. And the funny thing about it is that the dude that he told me to try out, I could have lived without that. You know, it wasn't nothing major. So, and then the person, I don't know what he was, I don't know what he had going on. But he was acting real strange that night. But like I said, at some point, without my knowledge, he had started getting into acid. So I don't know if that was what made him act that way at that time either, but something was going on. Y'all help me to reach the rest of these goals, please, and thank ya. Katie Joe is speaking to Cats and why are you so cute? Thank you, buddy. Let's see. Is it pink? Is what pink? Are my pink parts pink? Is that what you say? I also told my kids when they were younger, right? You tell people like you can tell when somebody is not for you. Somebody's no offense, you're like the gay Chris Tucker. Yeah, that's no offense to that. I've heard that a long time in my life. Tossing salad, yeah, he tossed. Imagine tossing somebody's salad for them to go get penetrated by somebody else. Yikes. Crazy work. And then he messing up your relationship. I'm like, first of all, your ex don't even want you. I forgot. I kind of want to say that I got some tea or something. Like the person called me and was trying to tell me something. It's so long ago that I don't remember. But yeah, whatever it was, the ex and him are never getting back together. And the way that his life then went down the drain, I hope. Listen, girl, whatever your name was, I don't remember. The one I told to have some class. I hope that you went and finally got you some class because you do not need to be with that man. That man is at Walmart, probably right now with a QT cup, shaking it, trying to get some change in the wintertime. You don't need that. You could do better, girl. I'm jealous you get to travel and be yourself. Thank you, 2021 train conductors. Listen, everybody's able to be themselves and live the life that they live. The only trap or the only anchor that we have attached to us is ourselves. I used to be there too. I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to be far away from my family. I didn't know that I could afford it. I had no idea. I also didn't know that YouTube would turn into what it has turned into. There are all types of things. I was supposed to not even get a YouTube channel until I had all these different surgeries and was looking super cute and this and this and this and that. Don't hold yourself back. Just do what you want to do. Mary says, I'm your new sub. Thank you so much, Mary. David says, you put from the rough. You put from the, I don't know what that means. Wanda D says, hey, Zay, and hey, everybody. Hey, Wanda D. Um, Kathy says, hey, good to see you again. God bless. God bless you too, Kathy. Let me see. Thank you for dropping my cash app again. Egyptian Goddess 1111. Yes, yes. See, come on, mom. Let's go. Yes, mom. I want my mom to come here for real. I heard great things about Kenya. It's amazing here in Kenya. I really love living here in Kenya. Tater Buck said, hey, not at Walmart singing outside thinking somebody hating on you. Cash, don't I be having the craziest stories? Because yes, I was like hating. Girl, we wasn't hating on you when you was still in that Walmart, and we definitely ain't hating on you with your QT cup, shaking it around trying to get some change. Goodbye. Sing your Celine Dion and carry on, girl. Your heart will go on, just like hers did. Let's see. African Kings and Queens, JP said, period. Where's Newton? Newton gonna be in trouble. Where is Newton? He ain't called me yet, and he ain't went. Newton, I'ma get you. I'ma end up dog walking you because I needed those black trash bags. And I don't see you. Where you been at? You had a whole hour to get this done, and it ain't done yet. I'ma have to get you. I'ma have to get you. And you ain't in here giving me the thumbs up. I'ma have to get you. For real. Matter of fact, that make me want to go find him right now, right this moment, on live. Cause I know that you did not just decided not to go. That's embarrassing. It is. It really, truthfully is. David Ritzel says, "Ill, you put from the rough." Y'all put the ones in the chat. Let me come down. Let me come down. Hey Tia, Peggy. Let me see. Russell got put up out of here. Latoya Langley says, "Facts exactly. It's not right what that man did to you." Yeah, what he was, but listen, he had problems. He really had issues. The drugs, I'm telling y'all, the other things that he did later on down the road that were bizarre, I can only chuck it up to possible drug usage. That's the only thing I can say. Kush cookies, nice teeth. Thank you so much. Hold on, who said that? Thank you so much, 384 UN. Not philanthropist, yep. I was being super nice. I used to let him borrow my clothes. I'll never forget, he borrowed a pair of my pants one time and he shitted on himself. And I was super mad because they were like, first of all, I don't care if it was rags of mine. They're my rags. I don't want your shit on my shit. And then he was like, I'll wash them. I'll wash them. Wash them? No, you won't wash them. You'll keep them. You'll keep them. Hey, Remy Ma. Zay, I've been speaking to you. It's good to see you. I see you now. I see you now. I didn't see it before. I'm bad with the comments. Y'all know that. I don't be seeing them. I be looking away. I look at the computer. That's where I read them. But when I'm looking at here, I can't see that. Dust Catcher says, get them. Oh, you know I'm going to get them. You're so adorable, loving the tea. I had a pink one, just like this. I don't know where it's at. I think I lost it. Let's see. Real Talk with Cash. Your stories is given because I'll be meeting some crazy individuals. Atlanta, since the moment I moved to Atlanta, I've had unlimited story times. But I mean, honestly, before I moved to Atlanta, I had story times too. But the stories started really storying when I got to Atlanta, 2009, Pride, September, baby. Cause I never knew. And then the updates on these people, just like how what did I name him? Scooter. Just like how he doing. I still see him when I be surfing through the internet looking at adult stuff. I still be seeing him, and I'm like, boy, what you look so awkward in the middle of. But I guess somebody like it. But it looks so awkward. Agent Rowe, you got the same last name as me. Let's see, you're so adorable, loving the tea. Thank you, Adrian. Jalen Jones says, I'm a new subby. Love the vibes here. Thank you so much. New here and sending love from Louisiana. I love Louisiana. It's a place I have yet to be able to travel to, but I want to go to the French Quarter so bad. And I want me some crawfish. I want me some gumbo. I want all of that stuff. Y'all, it's getting so late. Look at what it's looking like outside. It's, it's getting late. Why you gotta be here? Yes, y'all. So shout out to my sister Lydia. Had an amazing day today on live stream. Her channel is growing. She like the woman that she has become, and Derek too. The man that he has become with YouTube. They have learned so much. Like they took some of my pointers and they have learned how to really engage with the audience and tell stories and really, work their channel. Because I used to tell them, like, you cannot just read comments and just let that be the reason. Like, no, you got to have a story to come with. You got to have, that energy to come with. And now they got it. They got it down packed now. I don't got to say nothing now. They good. Where were all the, ooh, really? I'm not subbed. I don't watch this content, but dude is honestly a vibe. I'd buy him a beer. Thank you, Griffith. And you know what? I drink your beer that you bought me. Okay, let's see. Thank you, love from Uruguay. Thank you so much for coming in and checking out my channel. Y'all, I really, really want to keep this live stream flowing, but I told y'all that I was only going to be on here for an hour and 15, okay? And I know Lydia, I already know what she finna get ready to say. She gonna say, wait, no, you still got people watching you. But I told the story. That's all I had to say about these folks. It wasn't much. You know, I'm not giving them too much energy. I'm glad that I was able to turn that around, and my heart really does go out to the one that was in front of the Walmart because, you know, this is a prime example that stay up off of those recreational, you know, substances because you never know what it might do to you. And when you only got two brain cells already, you don't want to, you know, destroy the little ones that you have left. You know, do better for yourself. Pay your bills. Okay, cause he another one. But that's a whole nother song and dance, y'all. We gonna leave that one alone, okay? Let me see. I'm gonna scroll all the way up to the top too and look at some comments before I get up out of here. Cause we do got a little bit of time. Ding Dong Football says hoorah. Let me go all the way up to the very top, y'all, to see what I missed. Africa is the motherland. African kings and queens. Okay, I read all of this. I read all of that, y'all. So I really ain't got nothing. You're so handsome. Thank you, Mary. Dust Catcher says, "Oh yeah, this channel is so dang engaging. Love it here. Thank you, Dust Catcher." And you know, somebody once upon a time told me that all I do is sit over here talking to robots. That y'all are not real people. That y'all are robots, and I just be sitting here talking to myself. It's all an illusion. Another person said that, you know, the robots can't send a super chat, super sticker, and I be arguing back and forth and talking to robots and stuff. I'm like, but they send me gifts. They send super stickers, super chats and stuff. Like, they can't. They gotta be real. They can't be just make believe. Hi, Seti. Not me nicknaming you, Cedric. I'm a real person. I called you Sadie. Hey, Mocha. Hey, everyone. I'll catch the replay. Bronx Sporn says, I'm very much real, honey. Okay. Thank you for the stories and for being you. Thank you, Cheryl, for listening to me. Sarah says, there are real people, period. Look at Haley in that green. You've reached me, and I'm in a little seaside town in the UK. Listen, Haley. So they need to stop trying to discourage people. They really do need to stop doing that. Stop being haters. For real. You don't want to spend your whole life being a hater, child. You can, you know, it's okay to give people their props. I remember somebody came and told me, it was somebody that wasn't a real big supporter of mine, but they came and they said, Zay, you working the hell out of your channel. You be coming live every day and you be doing content, doing your editing and stuff. You be working the hell out of your channel. I'm like, and I better. Because I don't have a job. This is my hobby. This is what I get to do in my free time, and I enjoy it a lot. I love making content, and I love talking about my life and telling stories and connecting with people. And especially when we have things in common, even the haters. Even when the haters come on here and they be saying they little stuff, if it's funny, I'll laugh. You know, you never know who you might reach. Curvy Kai, that's definitely a real person. I know who that is. Let's see. Very much real. Very much. Haley, it's global world now. I know that's right. Period. I don't like the 6-7 people. Agent Rose says, I don't watch much lives, but I assure you I'm real. 100% person. Your vibe is love from Boston. You know, we got the same last name. I think that's so weird. You know, Ro is a English name, but yeah, we got the same last name. My last name is Ro too. Let's see. What's the difference from Kenya and the US? Okay, major difference is that the electricity goes in and out sometimes. Major difference is that you don't see a lot of fully developed roads and stuff. Major difference is you will never find a box of Jiffy cornbread mix here in Kenya. Okay, major difference is they like sweet food, mild tasting foods, kind of similar to me to the food that I had when I was in India. Um, Cinnamons, ground nuts, those type of tastes, more sweeter taste, and that's not my style at all. What else would be a major difference? They drive on the other side of the road here, like the British people do. So that's a big difference. Those are the only ones that I can think of right off the top of my head. I'm in LA right now. For real, Cedric? I know a family in North Carolina named Roe. Yeah, my family's a big family for real. No, seriously, Sarah said, go back to Kenya. Okay. Okay. Makes sense. I'm an indigenous Cherokee Creek Nation. Okay, I know that's right. Oh, you cannot come up in here flooding my chat. Let me go ahead and put you in a 5-minute timeout. I'm gonna time you out just long enough for me to end this live. Let me see. Hey, yep, Sarah, that's right. And I'm in such a different world to say. I'm a single mom with a daughter who is in university. I live alone and I'm very sick, but this channel brightens my day. Oh my gosh, Haley, that makes me feel really good that I'm able to do that for you. I think I did remember you telling me that you were ill, but you know what? I I always keep saying God has the last say so on things like that. And prayer hands for Haley in the chat, please, everybody. Prayer hands for her. I pray that you heal and expeditiously. Let me see. What country are you in now? When did you leave Kenya? I never left Kenya. I'm in Kenya right now. And I'm from the United States. So yeah. People are so dumb, Sarah. I'm telling you. I am telling you, Sarah. Y'all, we like so close to 10,000 views, but I'm kind of feeling like I'm okay with 9,700. I'm okay with that, y'all, because I done told the story time and I want to get into the shower and I got to finish editing my vlog. So, you guys, if you haven't done so yet, please go over to my most recent vlog and watch it all the way through. Leave me a comment, show some love over there. If you want to leave a super thanks, you click on that heart that has a little dollar sign inside of it, and you can leave a super thanks there. If you're watching this video on the replay, of course, leave me a comment down below that you watched on the replay gang. Y'all know I want to say thank y'all, period, for just being so supportive and listening to these crazy story times, y'all. So y'all know when I make a face like this, it's time for the live stream to end, y'all. So I want to thank the moderators for moderating and regulating up in this piece. I want to say thank you to the members in that mean green. Okay. Remember that the link to the Facebook group is right there. That's where I'm gonna be posting all the videos behind the scenes and stuff that we can't post on here on YouTube. Um, And thank you for everybody that sent a gift and a super sticker on this chat. Thank you for everybody that gave me the thumbs up. Give me the thumbs up if you're watching on the replay. And what else am I thankful for? Just thank you for all the people in the gray as well. All the subscribers, both new and old. Oh, speaking of which, hold on a second, y'all, because did we hit our 16K? Oh my gosh, y'all, we hit the 16K. Yay, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Wouldn't be able to do it if it weren't for you guys listening and watching my channel. I appreciate y'all seriously. One last little shady note that I'll leave is for all the people out there that want to judge me and all the people out there who want to make fun of the fact that I did not attend my brother's funeral by saying things such as, oh, you can travel to all these countries, but you can't travel to go to your brother's funeral. First of all, my reason for that was explained in a video. My reason for that is not owed to you. I do what I want to do when I want to do it. It does not mean I did not love my brother, because I love my brother dearly. Okay. The fact that you're trying to come in on a video where that was already explained lets me know that you're not even watching the entire video and that you want to just judge me and you're trying to do your best to hurt me. You cannot hurt me. My brother passed away. I'm going to miss my brother forever. I love my brother, but my brother passed away and my life must move on, okay? So whenever you get through, whether it's acceptable to you or not, that's not my concern, okay? You can say I'm the world's worst brother ever and all of that stuff, but I know what my brother was to me and I know what I was to him, period. And you, guess what? Come here. You ain't got nothing to do with it. You ain't got nothing to do with it, okay? So this is as bad as you get to make me feel. You're not gonna make me cry over nothing like that. You don't know my life. I don't know you. You don't know me. You're not even a supporter of mine. Why watch my videos? With intention and a hope and a prayer to irritate me. You can't irritate me about my relationship with my own family. They're my people. They're my relationships. Okay? And I don't, and they know how I feel about them. I love my family so much, okay? But at the same time, loving your family, I still love myself too. Am I okay? Am I allowed to do that though? Am I allowed to love myself too and do what's best for me, even though I love my family? Am I allowed to still live my own life and take care of me and do what's best for Xavier D? Cause you gotta know that I ain't never heard of nobody holding hands walking into heaven, right? I ain't never heard of nobody dying together and sharing the experience. You do understand that we die by ourselves, right? Okay, we pass away, we expire from this earth by ourselves. The spirit leaves our body by ourselves, right? Therefore, when I do things for myself or by myself, I can't feel guilty, sweetie, because this life is mine. Okay? I love my family and I forever will love them. So you're trying to tease and stuff like that. It's not going to do anything for me because, like I said in that 2-hour video, just about, I said that I can still go. I said that I can afford to go. What I can't afford is to take an extravagant trip, which is what I want to do for my family. Okay? So mind your business and just leave me alone. I don't bother people on here anymore. I tell stories about my personal life, people that I know, and I even have respect enough to make it anonymous and not put their names in it. Can you please leave me alone? I promise you, of all the hundreds of people that are watching me, I will not miss your one view, okay? Just leave me alone. I take your view back. Don't watch my stuff. Don't comment on my stuff because you're just an evil person. Because for anybody to try to come and attack a grieving person in that way and try to make them feel bad for living their lives, first of all, I live in Africa. I live thousands of miles away, okay? So, no, I would not be able to make it like that to just, I'm not rich. I say that all the time. I'm not rich. I can't afford to just take a flight like that and just fly back and forth to the United States. Can't do it. And I knew this when I decided to live abroad. These are things that are completely and totally normal. I'm not the only person living abroad that has missed a family member's funeral. Okay? So, like I said again, while it may not be acceptable to you, you go ahead and nail me to that cross, okay? And I'll take that burden for anybody else out there. But what I will say is that nobody should feel bad about living abroad because it's a choice that we make for this lifestyle that we live. And sometimes, unfortunately, it's not going to align with the desires, needs, or wants of others. Okay? I hope I explained that well enough. It really feels like I did. But in case I didn't, like I said, I totally accept whatever criticism people want to come with about that because at the end of the day, my choices are my own, okay? Had every intention of doing something else, but life hits us differently at different times. I would much rather my brother not be deceased right now, of course, right? But, when God calls or when nature calls, it is what it is and we have no control. I only have control over the life that I live right now. And I know one thing for certain, two things for sure, is that if my brother were alive, my brother would be telling me to take care of myself first. Okay? Don't bend myself out of shape and put myself in a worse predicament because my brother is now passed away. God rest his soul. It's me who still has bills, still has rent, and still has responsibilities and obligations that I have to take care of right here, right now. My brother is free now. He's in a better place, okay? So stop trying to make me feel bad. It's not going to work. I know your mind games, your tactics. I've been there before, okay? Calm down. Find someone else to harass, okay? Thank y'all for sending me those gifts. Oh, y'all, wait a minute. We almost filled up the last gifts. Aw, you know what? I'm gonna stay and let y'all finish them. Thank y'all for the gifts. Thank you, Connie. Thank you, Desk Catcher. Thank you, Connie Simmons. Cheryl says, bye, take care. Thank you for all the condolences. Choices are your own to make. I made the same choice as you. Exactly, Cheryl. It's hard. And plus, I don't like funerals anyway. But to fly that many miles away is hard to do, and I couldn't afford it. And I no longer make bad financial decisions. That's immature to me. I can't do it anymore. Because when you get in a situation and your back is against the wall, you have no one else to blame but yourself for your own negligence. You don't owe anybody an explanation. And that's the funny thing, Sally, is that I didn't owe nobody an explanation, and I still explained on that video. I was talking about it on the video because I felt guilty. But Don't ever get it twisted that me saying it out into the air, expressing myself as a diary, like you can come criticize me and make me feel bad about my own choice. I made the choice. It wasn't made for me. Love to your brother. Yes, thank you, Cedric. I love my brother. My brother was amazing. Was a great rapper, great music. If you guys watch my latest vlog, you can hear my intro song. My brother made that for me. That beat, and that's why I put it back on my videos because I'm going to keep it up there. I know that it has my old YouTube name up there, You're Soze. I'm not changing that either because that was a great moment. That was a great moment of my YouTube history. My brother did that for me, and I will forever have that in my videos, period. Okay, my brother did great on that beat. I like it. Dun, 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 dun. Love that beat. It goes perfectly with my channel. You do you. You're a ray of sunshine. Thank you, Haley. Yep, Sarah, that's right. Okay, I'm coming down. I'm coming down. I'm coming down. Y'all, thank y'all so much. Hold on, let y'all see my face. Thank y'all so much for helping me to hit 16K on today, you guys. I'm so happy. Something must be in the air today because Lydia and I, and hopefully Derek when he goes live too later on tonight, we have had such amazing live streams today, and I'm so thankful for you guys. Thank y'all for being helping me to build a community of my own. I can't tell you how much it means to me because some people told me I would never told me I would never get support, tried to tear me down, tried to rip me apart, tried to make me a whole predator out here, you guys, literally defaming my character. And I kept staying strong. And I told my friends, like, I'm not going to allow them to make me give up, even though I really, really wanted to give up. I kept going, and I had good people around me, like Lydia, like Derek, telling me, and other people too. Don't think that if I don't mention your name, that I'm not appreciative of what you did for me. People that told me to keep going and had my back. I love you guys so much because you guys kept me going. And look, it's been growing and growing and growing. And what they tried to do, stop me, it didn't work. It didn't work. Let me see. Hey, Linda. The date is 11/11. Oh, for real? Oh, it's 11/11. You sure right about that. Thank you, Connie. Okay, we got one more gift and we gonna see the colors come down. Let me turn the screen on just in case the colors come down. I want y'all to be able to see me. Better yet, let me turn on the light because I want y'all to see me when the colors come on down. Is the colors finna come down, y'all? Where the colors? Where the colors, y'all? 16K. We did it, y'all. 16K on today. Oh, yeah. So, in honor of somebody else that passed away that was kind of close to me, they became an enemy, but I still will keep them close in my heart, even though, they didn't like me in their last days. I'm going to say this 16K! 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 We hit 16K today, you guys. So, y'all, thank y'all so much. Get y'all fingers ready because y'all know what I'm about to get ready to say. I'm going to call y'all back and I'll see y'all on the next live stream. Thank y'all for everybody from the bottom of my heart that sent those gifts and everybody that sent a super sticker, got a membership, all the members in the mean green, all the moderators moderating and regulating. I will see y'all real soon. Make sure y'all check out that blog and leave me a comment.